Alright everyone, we've returned with more FF14. As I said, we are in Garlemald now. Let's talk to Alphino. In spite of the obstacles we face, our plan proceeds apace. Just a little farther and we'll reach the capital itself. Still, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. As soon as the camp has been made fit for purpose, we are to discuss a course of action with Lucia. Would you mind asking Ishtola and Graha to join us in that building to the northeast of camp? Alice and I will greet you there. Hello, Ishtola. By the way, I really like the outfits all the Scions have now. Like, look at Ishtola. Her warm weather attire is rather nice. A meeting? Yes, I'll make my way over once my head has cleared. In truth, I've been feeling out of sorts since we arrived. The air is thick with a palpable aura of malevolence. There's the monstrous tower on the horizon, jagged, hideous, unholy. Even at this distance, its presence is overwhelming. Much like the sensation I felt in the Tower of Zot, only far more terrifying. Ether flows unceasingly towards it, converging into a swirling mass of unfathomable power. For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping to anchor my senses in the here and now. Tell the others I shall be with you in a few moments. No, Vector! We need you! That person's name is June. Wait, look at Graha's outfit. I like his too. You will be pleased to know that most of the temperate have been quartered inside the nearby buildings and are receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt for commandeering civilian homes. The occupants may be long gone, but everything is exactly as they left it. Considering the length of time that has clearly passed since, one would expect to find them ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything having been stolen. It's possible that everyone fled at the first sign of trouble, although it seems to me that they left far too many useful possessions behind. Although there is no conclusive evidence, I strongly suspect they were tempered. Sorry, I was merely thinking aloud. You mentioned a meeting? I'll make my way there. Speak with Lucia. I gotta like set up this tent and then also set out a carpet. Thank you for informing the others of our meeting. When everyone's here, we will begin.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city, for therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a proxy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinist will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telophroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position. That we have seen no sign.
Well, that's reassuring. Thanks for that, game. We might have a wait here, so I'm gonna pause the recording real quick and we'll see how long this goes for.
That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
'Twould be my honor to be of service, though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rime. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
If there are any survivors, we will surely find them. Extensive travels is something of an understatement, but I suppose if there's nothing else that he's doing. Ice fields. I love ice fields. Oh wait, no I don't.
As ever, you do not want for enthusiasm. But given your experience traipsing about through Kurthus, I should be surprised if you let a little inclement weather dampen your redoubtable spirits. And even if that were the case, the promise of hot soup upon your return would surely spur you to action. You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
The look of dismay on Mira's face. Gods be good. If it's this cold with Tataru's clothing, I dread to think how we'd fare without it. I must remember to thank her when next we meet. It makes me realize, too, that while the people of Garlemald have spent their whole lives in conditions like these, even they'd be hard-pressed to survive away from the warmth of their homes. If there are any survivors, we must find them and quickly. Hey, Menelin. Tracks in the snow. What ho, chums? Been given something to do, have you? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. It sounds like a rather tall order. Since you ask, we're to scour the Eblan Rime for survivors. What? Wander around ice fields on the off chance you find someone? You'd take forever to finish the job without the benefit of my expertise, or more specifically, my telescope. Come, friends. I know just the spot to begin our search. Ah, by the way, Evelyn is the name of one of the areas in FF4, I'm pretty sure. I'll probably regret this, but we may as well humor him. So that's a nice little reference. Alright, let's explore these icy lands. Get a good look at the tower and the chocobo butt. Look at that tower. Yeah, it's a pretty imposing tower, I know. This music here always reminds me of FF7. Just that part of it. Oh right, there's ether currents. I forgot about that. That's a thing. Oh, 43 yalms to the southeast. Alright. Let's take a look. See what we can find. I spy with my little telescope a massive sheep thing? Or maybe it's a cow. Not what we're after either way. Is that an ether current? No, just a wind sprite. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. But, lo, what do I see over yon hillock? There's no mistaking it. That's a girl. A survivor? Show me. Over there, behind that tree. It looks like she's running away from something. Though surely not us. She surely wouldn't know we're here unless she had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress, a rather fetching one at that. She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near, but we should be able to follow her footprints. I'll let Lucia know where you're heading. Oh, and take these warming tinctures with you. The poor girl must be chilled to the bone, if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful, thank you. You won't you need some for yourself? No, I'll be fine. As a man of chivalry, my honor demands I do no less. And lest we forget, the very reason we're here is to protect those in need. Now go, and Godspeed. Man, that character, Emeline has really grown up, eh? Yeah, that's part of the song here. These notes really make me think of FF4. The rest of it does not. It makes me think of Final Fantasy 14. Great, 68 almost. Footsteps in the snow. Look at this area though, guys. Those footsteps are not to the east, those are to the south. These footprints appear to be the same as those you saw previously, and they lead towards the building. We're getting closer, I'm sure of it. At first I thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look like it's to have been opened in some time. She might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around here. Then again, it's possible she ran right past this place. Would you mind searching up ahead? I hear hints of the Final Fantasy IV overworld theme in this as well. Just tiny hints of it. The girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call out to her from distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. It'd be safer to get closer first, but you must do so without drawing her attention. Ah yes, one of these little mini games. Follow the girl from a safe distance. She definitely has a green dress on. Man, look at those marbles. Those are insane looking. We haven't actually seen those in the games before, but mostly dungeons that were optional. We haven't actually done anything that requires us just walking through the snow. Oh, that sound. Is someone there? Ugh. Must be imagining things. Overgrown rose is what they're called. Better catch my breath. So this is a gimmick that they put into this expansion. I don't think we do this all that often, but it does return in Dawn Trail, and there's quite a few of them. Hope my luck holds. Hope my wind-up Palom doesn't draw any attention. Gotta keep going. They're all depending on me. A little farther. There's some train carts over there too that are turned over. That's kind of cool. I forgot about those. Sorry, I'll take a better look of this area later on for you. There we go. We've reached the girl in green. Phew, still in one piece. Who are you? Stay back. This house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. Please, we just want to talk. I'm Alphino, and this is my sister Alice, and our good friend Mira. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all of this. You did this to us. We didn't. I promise you, one of the reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Telafari are the ones to blame. They're the ones who laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy, our enemy. On our way, we encountered the Imperial soldiers who had been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we are striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who hasn't already, or wasn't already enslaved. How were you able to escape the Telophor's influence? Are there others like you? I'm sorry, I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name's Licinia. As for how I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question. Ever since that night and the roar, that terrible roar. And then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I'm not sure, I can't remember. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran past friends, people I'd known all my life, eyes vacant, dead, staring at the sky. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers but didn't stay to watch. I fled as far as my legs would take me. Do you have family here? Is this their home? No, this is Victor's Spoils, a mansion for retired soldiers, or it was. But now me and a few others are, borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe, and I didn't know if you were... Truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help. Can you? Of course, whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I'd better tell the others first, though. Wait here. I like her dress. This is everyone. Licinia says you can be trusted, but these are desperate times. We'd be fooled to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, were you to provide us with means of heating the place, as a sign of goodwill, perhaps we could take you at your word? If that is too much to ask, then leave us be. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Could you provide the spark with a little magic, Alice? We'll have a fire burning in no time. May we build it under the gazebo? The what? Oh, you mean the bower. Yes, do as you will. Interesting. Why did she look so angry? Tracks in the snow. Got 7 minutes left, so we can pick up the next one and make some progress on that front. Although there might be an ether current near where we are. Should definitely check that. 614 yalms to the southwest. Okay, so it's probably over here in some fashion. Oh, this one gives me pants. How the mighty are fallen. Sorry, I'm still finding it hard to come to terms with all that's happened. Now that you're here, though, I'm hoping that things might change for the better. You know, I've worked up quite a sweat from all that running about, so I'll leave space around the fire for the others. As you can tell, they're in a far worse state than me. We were planning to look for something somewhere warmer or with more food, but they're not going anywhere until we nurse them back to health, which I don't know how to do. Is there anything you can do to help them? I can treat their frostbite and their wounds, but it will take time for the fire to do its work. Now would be a good occasion to make use of Amelian's tinctures. The ones that can warm the body from the inside out. Would you make sure everyone gets one? Sure. The numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire dies, it will return with a vengeance. Warming tincture? I've never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. But tell me, have you heard aught of the city? Though calling it that seems absurd after what's happened. It's nothing but ruins now. The few buildings still standing offer no more than meager protection from the wind and snow. Food production, water purification, the magic that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remain operational cannot be run for lack of ceruleum. Of course, Cerule Ingens is full of the stuff for all the good it does us. No one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. All is well, yes, never better. Oh, what sweet libation is this? Is it poison by any chance? It was a joke, a joke. If I laugh, 'tis that I may not weep, so said the poet. And alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fell. We are the blessed damned to bear witness to the fall of the great empire, while our brethren lie dead, or live on as puppets of flesh. First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Garlemald was no more. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosions, and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the disheveled remnants, their lavishly finery caked in ash as they shuffled mindlessly towards the palace, each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. A hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten for their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience preserved. Now I wait with my fellow cowards for our final judgment. What do you want? I think so. May as well drink it, I suppose. This? It's a radio. You don't have them where you come from, I take it? We use them to listen to messages sent by others, even over great distances. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular. Made with quality components crafted with the finest ore. Sourced from Locus Amonis it is. Not all that useful since the capital fell into ruins. The people at the broadcasting station must have either fled or ended like up all the others, because all we've been hearing is the same music, played over and over and over again. Home Beyond the Horizon, an ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locus Amonis. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hope to take back what was once ours. It is a solemn reminder that though we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. And despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varus yet lives, and that he speaks to us through our radios. It was a cunning strategy, faking his murder. He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself, that he may one day make his triumphant return. Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varus would not be defeated so easily. Alright. You also like to reveal yourself? Hi, Faye. In dramatic fashion. Got anything going on this weekend? What's that? Not really? Time to game. So this is what you gave the others? Thank you. I'll save it for later. Actually, I have a few things to ask you. Are you part of the group staying in Laterum? I saw Legatus Virgilia's troops head towards the Magna Glacius a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Camp Broken Glass, you call it. And Virgilia and her men, are they all there now? So how did you manage to reach the Magna Glacius? Did you cross the mountains on foot? Airships. Then there might be a way to... Licinia, where is everyone? Is something the matter? A voice from inside, you say? You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Perhaps a baby Almasty has found its way into the house. Wouldn't be the first time. Without the soldiers to scare them off, wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people, too. I've just had an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat a legatus, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tappers living there, people whose job was to extract ceruleum. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange. Lots of food. And that's something we don't have and can't get on our own. On top of that, even to reach their den, we'd have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up your own supplies. There might be another way to pay the tappers. If it's ceruleum you need, then it's ceruleum you should have. You'd best watch out for baby almasties while we're away. Yes, of course. If I see any, I'll be sure to shoo them away. To reach Tapper's Den, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll need to take the long way around. Finding the entrances can be a bit tricky too, so it's easier to just look for someone standing guard outside. However you decide to head there, please be careful. Alright, so unfortunately that is going to be it for today, as we're not going to be going all the way over there. I will teleport over here and to get broken glass though. I do like the music here. Alright. Here we are. Alright, ladies and gents, that's going to be it for today's stream. I hope you guys had fun. We got quite a bit done. We got a huge influx of characters we haven't seen in a long time. We did a pretty big battle to get here. We are officially in the lands of Garlemald, with that looming in the distance. Exciting, I know. But with that said, we will be back with more FF14 on Monday.